Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I am going to discuss about three-phase induction motor starting procedure with the help of direct online starter. You can see a diagram over here. This diagram I have taken from manual. You can see this is the AC cooling water pump motor, and this is taking supply from the bus bar, which is at 440 volt 60 hertz supply, three-phase RYB. Now I will quickly describe all the components which is over here. Now you can see this is the power circuit where the 440 volt supply is going, and this is the control circuit where we have a lesser voltage over here. Okay. Now you can see there is MCB. From MCB, now the supply is going to the MC, which is the magnetic contactor, and there is an ammeter over here to show you how much current the motor is drawing. Now from the magnetic contactor there is a thermal relay, and from the thermal relay the supply is going directly to the motor. Now this power circuit is controlled by this control circuit. Okay. Now you can see there is a fuse and there is a transformer, a step down transformer is there, which is stepping down the 440 volt supply to 110 volt and 15 volt. Okay. There is a there are two taps. One is providing 110 volt and one tap is providing 15 volt. This 15 volt supply is going to this light, green light. So when the motor turns on, this green light will turn on. Now you can see another the 110 volt supply is going via these switches. These are the switches. You can see this is the remote switch, which is this one is a stop and this one is a start switch. This stop switch is NC and this start switch is NO, and this is the panel switch which we get in the ECR. This is the stop and this is the start. This is NC and this is NO. Now again you see this magnetic contactor is coming over here, but this is the NO contact, another NO contact of the magnetic contactor. These three are the main contact of the contactor where the supply is coming, and it is from another point it is going to the load. Okay. Now again see there is a thermal relay, but this is thermal relay is here, thermal relay is also here. The supply control supply is giving over here. This is the NC contact of the thermal relay, and again it is going to the magnetic contactor coil. Okay, and it is completing the circuit via neutral. Now again you see there is a fuse F3. It is going to the contactor, NO contact of the contactor, and supplying to the green light, and again completing the circuit. Now I will show you practically all the components and will explain you how the total system is working. Now you see this is the AC cooling pump. It is written over here 2.2 kilowatt 440 volt supply, and this is the ammeter. This is the start and this is the stop. This is the NO contact, this is NC contact, and this is the breaker which I turned off. I have opened up the panel and will show you all the components which is there in the manual diagram. This is the ammeter, this is the start button, and this is the light attached with the start button. This is the stop button, and this is the 3-line fuses F1, F2 and F3. These are all HRC fuse. So I have showed you the panel, this stop button, this start button, this green light which is attached with this start button, and I have showed you the three fuses F1, F2 and F3. Now I will show you the MCB. This is the MCB of AC cooling water pump. You can see supply is coming on top from the bus bar. The bus bar is behind this contact MCB, and from down below it is going to motor. The top one is thick and the bottom one is thin wire. So this is the MCB. From bus bar it is coming to MCB and going to the motor. Now I will show you one by one all the components. Now this is the contactor and this is the thermal relay. You can see from MCB this 3 wire is coming, and via thermal relay it is going to the motor. Now this is the NC terminal, this two is the NC terminal of the thermal relay, and this two is the NO terminal of the thermal relay. This is the reset switch. If it is getting activated, now we need to reset it before turning on the motor. So this is the reset button. This is the timer with which we can adjust at what time the thermal relay will operate when the motor is drawing more current. This is the load, this is the supply, and this is the load terminal of the contactor. This is another NO contact. Number 13 and number 23 are the additional NO contacts, and behind that there is a coil which has got A1 and A2. A1 and A2 contacts are the coil contacts. Now I have showed you this magnetic contactor, this thermal relay. I showed you the add-on contacts of this contactor. This is 13 number and this is 23 number add-on contacts, and this is a thermal relay NC contact. This diagram I have made for understanding. You can see this is the bus bar. This is the bus bar, and from the bus bar the supply is coming to the MCB. This is the NO switch of the MCB, and this is the manual switch. When we turn on, the supply goes to the contactor. Now you can see the protection provided by MCB is the short circuit protection and the overload protection. This two protection is the inbuilt protection of the MCB. Okay. This is the diagram. I have made this diagram to make you understand how the system is working. Now you can see this is the bus bar. From the bus bar, this MCB is there. MCB, it is the manual operating switch. So operating it manually, it will close all the NO contacts will become NC, and from here it is coming to the contactor. Now contactor, all these contacts are open. So until and unless this coil operates, this will remain open. These are the add-on contacts, additional contacts. These are all NO contacts. So until and unless this coil operates, the supply will not come from here to here. Okay, and this is the thermal relay. This is the NC contact of the thermal relay. So once it is closed, the supply comes here and goes to the motor, and the motor will turn on. But this coil is operated by the control circuit. I will tell you how it is operating. Now you can see here MCB, contactor, thermal relay, and going to the motor. This is the power circuit, and this is the control circuit. See, this coil is operated from the control circuit. This contactor coil is operated from the control circuit. Now I will tell you one by one how it is working. You can see MCB is on. The power has come to this contactor. From this contactor we have taken two wires, two phases, and goes to a step down transformer. This step down transformer steps down the voltage from 440 volt to 2 volts. See, one is 110 volt and one is 15 volt. There are two taps from where we can get 110 volt and 15 volt. This is the neutral which is connected to the ground, and one neutral is going to the coil, and one neutral is going to this light. Okay, now we will deal with this 110 volt phase. See, this phase is going to the remote control switches. This is the stop switch NC, and this is the start switch. Now as this is NC, the sub phase is going from here to here, and this again going to here start, and from here we have taken the wire to the panel switches. This is the stop and this is the start. This is NC contact, so phase will come from here to here, and see, this is 4 number contact, and this 4 is going to here, contactor and a contact. Okay, now you see this is a 3 number wire originating from the start switch, 3 and 3. Now I will tell you what will happen when we press the start switch on the panel. So when we are pressing the start switch, this phase will come to here, the contacts will close, and phase will come from here to here, 3. This is going to the NO contact. Since this coil is not closed, this is not closed, will not go from here to here. So again the wire has been taken, it is going to the NC contact of the thermal relay. This is the NC contact. So again wire is coming from here and it is operating the coil. See, once the coil is operated, now what will happen if we press the start button? What will happen if we release the start button? Then this contact will open. So the 3 number, the electric supply which is going via 3 will not come via this NC contact and will open the contact. So we need to provide a holding for this coil. So the holding is provided by this NO contact. See how it is operating. We have pressed the start button. The coil has been operated. Now when the coil has been operated, this contact is closed. Now the phase 4 is over here. The 4, this contact is closed. The phase will come from 4 to 3. Now from this 3, it is going to the contactor coil. So it is closed and this start switch is bypassed. So even if we release this start button, the contactor remains still on. So this is the add-on contact of the contactor, and by this we are providing the holding for this contactor. Okay. Now this is closed. The power supply is going by a thermal relay to this motor, and the motor is turning. Now when the motor is turning, the green light should come on that the motor is started. Now as the coil is closed, this coil is closed, all the NO contact has become NC. See, this 15 volt signal is coming via this. It will go via this because this is closed, and it will go to the light. And since the neutral is already given, it will glow. Okay. Now I'll tell you what happened when we press the stop button. Now when we press the stop button, see, when we are pressing the stop button, this 2 contact is opening. Now see, the phase which is coming via this 2 and 4, the phase from here to here is not coming. So the supply which is going for holding this contactor coil is not there. So the contactor will de-energize and all the contacts will open. Once the contact is open, the motor will stop. Now I will tell you what will be the action of this thermal relay when there is an overload on the motor. So what will happen, or when there is some single phasing or some problem is happening, this thermal relay will sense the overcurrent. Okay, so it will heat up, and with the help of some mechanism, this will open, and this NC will become NO, and this NO will become NC. But see, this is the NC contact by which we are holding this coil. See, wire 3 and 5. So once this is open, this coil is de-energized. Once this coil is de-energized, all the NC contacts will become NO and the motor supply will be off. Now what will happen, before turning on this, even if we press this start switch, the motor will not run because we have to reset it. I have showed you the reset button. We have to press the reset button, only then it will close. Hope you have liked the video, and if you want to know more about the starter, please comment on my video. I will make a separate video for that. And if you have liked the video, please like, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.